So you see the porch on the way in?
Dude, we're starting with a story.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, the porch looks nice in the dark.
Do you see the landscape?
Yeah, looks great in the dark.
The way you say that, it almost sounds like you're implying it wouldn't in the daylight.
I wouldn't know.
Okay, what you got?
So, you know how the weather app, if you look at it, it shows you like 10 days out?
Yeah.
So, I look at it a pretty decent amount. I don't know if it's just because I'm in my 30s now or whatever, but like I check the weather a lot. Part of it is because I run a lot, a decent amount. And so I want to like plan out my runs.
I run a lot.
Run a lot. Well, this is all about running. This podcast episode is all about running.
This whole one?
Yeah, because it's about the half marathon.
It's all about the half?
It's all about the half marathon.
Dang.
The one that both of us did.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So since I run a lot, then I'm checking the weather a lot to just try to time my runs so I don't have to run in the rain or anything inclement. So
I think we get the point.
yeah, it was like a week and a half. It was actually 2 weeks out because I remember I had the Weather Channel website up on my work computer, and I looked at the weather for October 19th, which was when our half marathon was going to take place. And it looked like there was like a 25% chance of rain, which is higher than I want for our half marathon
But
day.
not that bad. And it's also 2 weeks out.
Yeah, not that bad.
I would have
It's 2
not
weeks
been
out.
concerned at that
And
point.
also, you have no idea at what point during the day it's supposed to actually possibly
Precipitate.
precipitate.
So
So then we get within like the 10-day forecast, and my phone, Apple Maps, or Apple
Maps.
Apple Weather, Apple Maps.
wow, this weather
Apple
looks
Maps.
horrible on the Apple Maps.
Yeah, it's brutal. Was showing that it was going to be, it was like also a 35% chance. And I'm like, okay, it's 10 days out, there's time for things to change. And it just keeps getting closer and closer, and the percentage just keeps going up. I mean, I don't know if, did you look at it at all?
16,
Oh my
17,
gosh.
18%.
Ah, brutal.
No, I didn't see it until 7 days out. And somebody at church who was also running the half came up to me and Isabel and we're like, hey, you guys ready? And we're like, no. And they're like, have you seen the weather? And we're like, no. And they're like, ooh, it doesn't look good.
Yikes.
Really doesn't look good. I was like, I popped it up right then. I was like, yeah, but we're a week out. I mean, I see the weather change in a week all the time.
Yikes.
But I was still a little concerned at that point.
Yeah. So yeah, we get within a week, and it's looking like there's a pretty good chance of it raining on Sunday. Not just rain, but like wind too. I mean, it was showing, I think like a few days before, it was showing like 45% chance of rain on Sunday. And at this point, you're still not totally sure what point during the day it's supposed to precipitate. But then when you get within 2 days, then the Weather Channel will actually show you hour by hour, like into the morning on Sunday morning, what that chance is. And it was definitely, it was like 20% chance until 7 o'clock, and then it jumped up to 50% or like 60%.
The perfect
and
time.
it kept getting worse and worse because the race was supposed to start at 7:30, and I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. So
horrible.
Oh my gosh. So I go to the expo to pick up the packet, like with the shirt and everything. And the lady that gives it to me is like, all right, have a fun time. Stay dry. And I was like, thanks. Yeah, we'll see about that. And she's like, oh, don't worry, you'll be fine.
I should have changed shirts to my half marathon one.
You should have. She's like, have you been training all summer? And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, see, you've been wet all summer long. It's just a different kind of wet. I'm like, Yeah, I guess.
Lady, you don't know if I sweat, I only glisten.
Gosh. But yeah, I was not feeling good about it. To the point where I didn't have any moisture wicking socks, and I paid like $17 for a single pair of moisture wicking socks at the expo because I just wanted, like, worst case scenario.
Too much.
Worst case scenario, been training for this half marathon, and then the day of the half it rains, and then I get these blisters because I don't have the right socks.
I was not that worried about the blisters until you really drew concern about it, and I was like, well, shoot, maybe I should be really concerned about it.
Yeah, I don't know if it actually would have been a problem or not, but like, because I don't generally have issues with blisters, but I had run a very limited amount in the rain. Yeah. And so, like, I had no idea how my feet would react to that.
What I was more concerned about was running with long socks versus short socks, because I originally was like, oh, I'll do short socks, save the weight.
Yeah.
But then I was like, wow, like my short socks are actually pretty short.
You don't want to rub your shoes.
Be a little too low, and then like my heel rub. So I upgraded to the long socks.
Good call. Yeah. So we had a pretty decent group of people who were gonna run with us. It was you, me, Elias, Isaac,
Timbo,
Timothy, and Isabel. And so I created a group chat. We called it the Soggy Joggers. And
Isaac's got a GIF of a century in there.
So
like
weird.
After you named it, he sent this lady, I think, that has like a weird poncho or something on, and it looks like she's just running,
hopping through the rain.
This like flooded road or something. The weirdest hop ever. I've never seen the GIF ever, and I probably never will see anyone else send it again. But it was probably the most appropriate GIF I've ever seen.
Yeah, a lot of rain related content in that group chat. But we decided we were going to have, so Isaac was going to meet us there, and we were going to have five of us were going to meet up at my house, and we were going to ride down together. And so we met up at like 5:45, went down for the race.
Way
and
too early.
There were so many people there, because it's like 18,000 people who are running in this race. And we get into the parking garage, and we're just like sitting there watching the hugest variety of people that are like just in like almost no clothing, as runners are sometimes, to having like full-blown rain jackets on and everything.
And I think even some people had like rain pants. I was like,
yeah. Like, oh my gosh. So the funny thing is, a couple days before, I had run like my last run prior to the half marathon, and I track all my runs on Strava, and I said something like, weather's not looking good for Sunday. And then Jeremy texts me, our cousin Jeremy texts me, and is like, don't worry about the rain on Sunday, you'll be fine. Some of my favorite runs are in the rain. And I was
don't
like,
lie to me, Jeremy.
All right, I'll take your word for it. And so he and I were texting on Sunday morning all about just the weather, and I was like, I just gotta run this pretty fast to get it over with. He's like, or not, running in the rain is really nice. And then he texts back like a few minutes later. He's like, just went outside. The weather is very nice. And it's like raining at the time.
It wasn't just raining at that point. Like, it also started raining earlier than it was supposed to. Because I remember walking out of the parking garage we were in.
It was probably 6:30 when it started raining. Because we were all trying to find porta potties.
Yeah, and we did. But like I come out of the porta potty and I was like, it's raining out here.
Yeah.
And at that point I got super depressed because I was like, I don't have a poncho. Like I just thought it was going to start raining at 7:30 because that's what like the highest percentage was. So my game plan essentially was like, don't wear any poncho because like I don't want to run with a poncho on, but I also like, yeah. So I was just like, I'm not going to bring a poncho. It's just going to start raining at 7:30 and it's just going to be what it is.
Yep.
But then it started raining before that. And I was like, oh, I am screwed. But like Isabel asked, well, do you want to get your poncho? Because she didn't have a poncho, but she brought a rain jacket. And I was like, I don't have one. And somebody just like random in the porta potty line was like, oh, I've got a poncho. I don't need. I was like,
what?
Really? Like, can I buy it off you? They're like, oh, no worries. And they were like parked right around the corner. So they ran back and got me the poncho, which was so nice.
And then you woke up in her trunk.
No, that didn't happen.
Okay. Yeah. So we were able to find the porta potties, and we all decided, we should probably head over to the race because there's so many people, and we just want to make sure that we're there on time. And man, there were a lot of people, and everyone was trying to get into their corrals and everything, and it was so busy. Like there were so many people trying to get into these corrals that they had to push the start time back. Not because of the weather, but because there were so many people who were trying to fit into their corrals.
I think they should have just started it on time. Just if people weren't there, screw them.
Maybe. But we got in line. Elias and I were in corral B. You were in corral C. So we moved back to the back of B so that you could like find us, and you found us.
Yeah.
And what you ended up asking?
Well, my initial thought was like, yeah, I know they're gonna let the different corrals start at different times, but it'll be so close that I can just run and catch up with you. But as I started thinking about it, I was like, I don't think that's feasible. So I just there were like dividers between the two corrals, and I asked one of the marathon people, I was like, hey, could I go into B? And she's like, I don't care. I was like,
just to volunteer. She's like, I don't give a crap.
So then I snuck in with you and Elias to start, which was awesome.
Yeah, it was a good time. But man, it was raining pretty hard.
Pretty good at the start. Yeah.
And so we started running, and I don't know what it is about race day, but like just being able to like run with a bunch of other people, and you like see these openings and you just kind of like hop through them real quick, and then you see another opening, you hop through that one, and then just
those openings will kill you.
Bobbing and weaving and everything is kind of
because you're never satisfied. There's always another opening.
Yeah, it's kind of a rush. But I remember starting and I was just like trying to keep an eye on Josiah, and so I was like looking back, but you were bobbing and weaving, like not necessarily in the same way that I was. So I was kind of having a hard time keeping track, but you kept up with me the whole time for up to like mile 8.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
And you were just going so fast. I knew, like in my soul, I was like, we're going faster than the mile speed that we'd planned on.
Yeah.
And I'd asked you at one point, I was like,
because the goal was 9-minute miles.
Yeah.
Or sub 9-minute miles.
Yeah. And I'd asked you at one point, I was like, is our speed good? And you're like, no, I think initially you didn't look. You're like, I'm not looking right now. I was okay.
So the first one you asked me, you were like, what's our pace? And I was like, do you want me to tell you what the pace is? You were like, no, just tell me if it's good. Or tell me, is it good? And I was like, it is good.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was like 8:30s.
Yeah.
which I did feel like was good because to start, like I want to be able to go fast so that I can give myself a little bit of buffer to slow down later in the race.
Yeah.
And so I said, yeah, it's good. It's like where I would want to be.
Which was a lie.
No, it really was. It was where I wanted to be because I wanted to be able to start fast and then like slow down a little bit as the race went on.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I was just like, I felt like I was dying. 3 miles, I was pretty good. 4 and 5 were like,
was it your breathing or was it your legs?
No, it was my breathing.
Okay.
Yeah. For the death march, it was my legs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was breathing hard, but my legs were
just on fire.
On fire.
That is how the second day of the Pelotonia that you and I did together felt for me.
Yeah.
Because we didn't start with everyone else because you were having gear issues. And then we got on the bikes and no one was around and we had to catch up. And the first like 20 miles are a ton of hills and I was just dying. And we had gone so slow the first day that you were just dying to like get out there.
Horse going out of the corral or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, the burning of the legs was much greater on Death March.
Okay, so it was like mostly your breathing.
It was mostly the breathing. Breathing, it seems like, always gets me for the half.
Yeah.
Or for running in general. But anyways, I just remember like starting to get pretty exhausted at like 5, 6, 7. And like I knew our pace was good. So in my head, I was like, well, we should find a new pace and stick with it. Mm-hmm. Like that's what we should do. So I kind of like pitched that idea to you. I was like, well, we got to stick with the pace. And you're like, yeah, this is it. I was like, golly. I was like, I can't do this the whole half. Just do what I can to stay with you for the time I can. But I'm not sure if you would have noticed, but because you kept on going to the next bubble of like openness, because there's so many people running. Sometimes, like if you're on my right and the natural way to get to the next bubble was on the left, I was like, well, he has to go through me. Either I make the move, or he's going to try to cut across me, which he's not going to do that, or he has to wait for a gap to open on the right side. So then I would just jog, and I would just like, I'm not making the move until he makes the move. So I was like trying to slow you down.
Yeah, I definitely did not notice.
It did work a little bit, but
okay.
It seems like a new gap would always open, and you're like, fool. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, I definitely did not notice that, but I was very impressed because like, I mean, I ran a lot from August to October, and I mean, I got my new running shoes at the beginning of September, and I put on about 150 miles of running from the beginning of September to mid-October.
150.
And so, but you had run some for sure. You'd done like 11 miles was the longest run that we had taken together.
Yeah.
But you ran that like 3 weeks before the half, and that was it. That was the last time you ran, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it was 11 miles that was done 2 weeks before the race. And then I think 2 weeks before that, it was 10 miles.
So you had hardly run.
For a month, I've done 20 miles 2 times.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it's not great on my side.
So yeah, I mean, I was pretty impressed because then we got to like maybe mile 6 or 6 or 7, and you were like, okay, what's the pace? And I was just like, man, it's a really good pace. I can tell it's a really good pace, but I don't want to look like, cause I don't want to get it in my head. So I was just like, I'm just not going to look right now. And then we got to mile 8 and you were like, okay, I think I need to let you go. And I was like, all right. So we separated at that point, and I got to mile 11, which is where the family was.
Yeah.
And they were cheering us on. That was like a huge motivator for me. I know. When I saw them. And then I missed the mile marker for 12.
Oops.
So like, I just thought like I was really slowing down at that point. And then I looked at my watch at like 12 and a half miles, and I was like, oh my gosh, I only have 6/10 to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so I sped up at that point because I was trying to like get under a new goal time.
Yeah.
So, oh shoot, phone. So I finished the race, and then it wasn't that long after, and you finished, and your time was like 1:58.
Just under 2.
And I was like, that's literally what my goal was, and you like didn't train.
That's not true. I did train.
Yeah, but
just
you
not
didn't
as
train
much
very
as
much.
I should have.
Yeah. I mean, I don't consider 20 miles in the last month to be very much training for a half marathon.
I ran some before that.
No, I understand that, but yeah. So yeah, I was really impressed with your time.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
It felt really good. No, it didn't feel good, but it felt good to get under 2.
yeah, and it also felt good to be able to, run in the rain. The rain honestly wasn't that bad.
The rain
it was
was
just
not
finishing. It was like being done.
The rain was not horrible. What I did not like was my feet being soaked. It just felt so disgusting.
Yeah, that didn't bother me.
Really?
No, it was just I was just so cold
Like,
at the end.
But
what we can agree. Oh, go ahead.
Just like if you accidentally stepped in a puddle. Like I remember the first puddle that I stepped in, and it's like, oh, my foot is soaked now. Now the entire, I think it was like mile 3, and I was like, oh, nice, 10 more miles of soaked feet. But yeah, other than the feet being wet, running in the rain actually was like decent.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I texted Jeremy. I was like, yeah, you're right. And it's really not that bad running in the rain.
Yeah. Yeah. Loved seeing the people, people like from Cross City, cheering on, and then the parents and my in-laws were down there too.
Yeah.
So it was super fun seeing all the people. It honestly was probably worse for all the people cheering than it was.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Because they just had to stand there in the rain.
Hours of standing in the rain. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I finally, oh man, because I feel like we were passing so many people through 8 miles, and then the moment that I let you go, people were just passing me the rest of the 5. Like the whole rest of the time, people were just going by.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I got to stick with that person. Oh, no, they're going too fast. Oh, I'm going to stick with that person. No, definitely not them. Yeah, so it was a struggle.
Yeah, there were definitely more people who were passing me there at the end because I was getting pretty tired. But after I finished, I got like the reflective blanket thing. That's just supposed to like kind of keep you warmer. And someone was like handing these bags, just these like clear plastic bags. And I've done this race one time, and it's been like over 10 years ago. And so
very long time.
I was pretty sure I remember there being something with like some food after. But I took the bag, and then this one lady was like giving out water bottles. So I grabbed one of those. And then the next person I saw, she's like, hey, do you want a slice of pizza? And I was like, yeah, I want a slice of pizza. She's like, go down to this tent down here. And I was like, okay. So I go down there, and they're just like they've just got boxes of pizza just stacked on top of each other.
Freshly baked. They were like flinging them out right there.
Hot.
Yeah.
And
when I first saw that, I was like, hold up. Do you have to pay for that? And I was like, I see no currency being exchanged.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Yeah. It was like 9:30 in the morning, and I got a slice of pizza, and that pizza tasted so good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then you've got this plastic bag and you're walking down the line and there's just people all over the place just handing out different kinds of food. And
just
it's awesome.
After pallet.
Just pallets of food.
All the fruits.
And like drinks and stuff. They had
Oreos. You've got Cliff Bars.
They had like these like organic Uncrustables.
Yeah.
And they had chocolate milk, and they had Propel, and they had
great.
And they had bananas and different kinds of nuts, and
I mean, when you just finished
string cheese,
when you just finished running all that, it's like my eyes got so big.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, this is the best possibility.
Yeah.
Of what could be happening right now.
Yeah.
All the food.
Yeah.
All the food options.
And they had like just normal bagels.
Yeah.
I had this
bagel. I just ripped it down.
Yeah.
I didn't put anything on it.
I didn't either. But I had this bagel in my bag, and like after I found you and Elias finished shortly after that, Elias also did really well. I was very impressed with him starting like in early August for the first time he'd like pretty much ever run.
Yeah.
He finished shortly after you, and then we found Bailey and Morgan and the two boys, and the kids were actually like pretty dry, but Bailey and Morgan were kind of wet. Oliver's
was
pants
pretty
were
wet.
Yeah, you're right. Oliver's pants were pretty wet.
I couldn't
but
believe
he had
how
a
happy
really
he
good
was.
Attitude. Yeah.
Oh, he didn't care.
They were
at
doing
all.
so good, and it was raining and everything.
Yeah.
And so after they saw us, Elias and I ended up walking them back
to end up finding Bailey and Morgan.
Oh, it was insane.
A struggle.
It was so hard because we couldn't use our phones.
You and I were waiting there for a minute, and I mean, both of our phones were so soaked that like
the
we
touch
didn't
screen
have
just doesn't
anything
work.
Dry.
Yeah.
Nothing was dry to be able to
couldn't
like
wipe it out.
Wipe it down and like restart.
Yeah.
And you couldn't do it. So it was, and then the wind was just whipping through there. And at that point, we had both kind of like cooled off from the run. That was the most miserable part.
Yeah, that was the worst.
I felt like I was getting chilled to the bone. It was so cold.
Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, so everyone was pretty wet. So Elias and I ended up walking Morgan and Bailey and the two boys back to their car, so that they could go to the coffee shop where we were going to meet after that. And I'm walking along, and I'm like, man, if I don't eat this bagel right now, it's probably just going to get soaked and soggy. So I just started eating this bagel, and it was so good. I've never thought that a plain bagel tasted so good by itself. And so then I think you got changed, right? You went back to the car to get changed just because you were so cold.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to get a cold if I stay out here.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, I need to start training ASAP for this death march.
Yeah,
so
right.
I can't get cold. I can't get a cold.
Yeah, no kidding. But we came back. We were able to, we missed Isaac coming in. We were able to see Isabel come in, which was super fun.
It was so fun.
But we didn't know where Timothy was because he didn't bring his phone.
So we're
so we're just like hoping that he comes back to the car or something.
Nobody really thought through that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was just like, well, if he doesn't show up, then I guess we have to report back to his parents and say, we lost your son.
But it did say that he finished the race, so that's cool.
Yeah. You should congratulate him.
Yeah. So, but after Isaac finished, he ended up coming around and with Timothy, and I guess Timothy had finished the race, and he's just at the end. He's like, well, I don't have my phone, so I'm just going to wait until Isaac crosses the finish line, and I'll come with him. So that ended up working out pretty well. But then we were able to get back to the car and everyone get changed into dry clothes, and that was so
incredible.
Nice. Oh man. Then we went to a local coffee shop and just like hung out there for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And drank coffee and ate coffee cake.
It was
awesome.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was one of
The worst part was that
parts.
my stomach was messed up. It just so jostled from running.
Yeah.
Like it was such a combination of like feeling so hungry and yet not hungry at all.
Yeah. I've definitely had that happen before.
That's the nice thing about biking.
Some of the long
is that
runs.
it's easier on the joints, easier on the stomach.
Yeah.
I'm learning with both of the like hindsight 2020. Hopefully I can like take this knowledge into next year's activities, whatever I end up doing. But I'm learning that I didn't drink enough and I didn't probably
At the
eat
half
enough
marathon?
for either the race,
really?
the bike race or the half marathon.
Huh, okay.
I don't know if I necessarily need to eat anything for the half marathon, but for sure I was dehydrated after I finished. Like I felt like dizzy and I didn't drink as much as I should have for sure.
Yeah.
But then for the death march, it was like the 2 stops that they had where there was like food and water were the way they put them. Like we had to end up hitting the first stop like 6 miles in.
Oh,
and
that's
then
not very much time.
That's like no time at all.
Yeah.
So I essentially was like, I'm chugging my first water bottle before we got to the first stop so that I at least had like a bottle in me and 2 bottles on. And we didn't get, just the way the route ended up working, we didn't get to the last stop until I think it was about 50 miles.
Oh, holy cow.
So, I mean.
So you had to go 50 miles on 2 bottles of water?
Maybe it was 45, but
still
it was a long way.
Yeah, at least it wasn't like July.
Yeah, well, yeah. So yeah, it was like I know I need to conserve this water, but then I also I could have eaten more. I think I was just worried that my stomach might get riled up. But like essentially
You brought so many snacks too.
Oh,
I could not believe how many snacks, because you
How'd
dropped
you
by.
see the snacks?
Because you came by to get the water bottles.
Oh,
on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Oh yeah, I did show you that.
Yeah, and Josiah pulls out like 5 different boxes of snacks. Like he's got
I didn't bring all those
Cliff
with.
Bars. Yeah, but still
They were not on my person.
I understand.
I essentially took a fanny pack and packed it.
I was shocked by how many different snacks you had.
But all I
Cliff
ate
Bars,
during the race. Do you want to guess what I ate during the race?
A Cliff Bar and a quesadilla.
No, I ate more than that.
Oh, 2 Cliff Bars and 2 quesadillas.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll just tell you.
Okay.
I ate 2 of the Laura bars.
Okay.
1 Cliff Bar. 1.
So now you just have a ton of snacks left.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
1 Cliff Bar, 1 quesadilla, and 1 singular gummy.
A singular gummy.
Yeah.
Like a caffeine gummy?
No, just a gummy. Benjamin had gummies he didn't like. So I had one of them.
All right. And you
But
didn't like it?
that's all I had.
Wow.
2 Laura bars, 1 Cliff Bar.
It's definitely different than
a very small
Pelotonia.
quesadilla and a gummy. So after I like finished the race and like was thinking, I was like, I definitely should have eaten more. Maybe I would have had more oomph going up those hills.
Yeah.
But
right.
yeah, races are fun.
Yeah, they are fun.
It's been a minute since I've done like some actual bike races or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Josiah and I are talking about doing a triathlon next year.
yeah,
I actually think I can convince. I think I already technically got convinced Benjamin to do it. But
I don't think he's doing the swimming based off what he told me.
Oh, really? I think
he
told me that he thought he would maybe do like a short one.
Oh, okay.
A short one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, so like
he doesn't want to do Elm Creek
quarter.
though.
Yeah.
He doesn't like Elm Creek.
Okay, well. Do like a quarter-mile swim and like
Uber.
a 5K run and
yeah. I'd love to start there.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
Well, I was talking about an official one.
Oh, an official one.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I thought that was what you were planning on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I was initially thinking of an official one, but then you were starting to think about the non-official half Ironman.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, maybe that doesn't.
No, I was still thinking about an official small
gotcha.
one.
Okay.
Which I think I could convince Benjamin of doing too.
Yeah. Get Jacob in on the fun in Darn.
Yeah. Has Darn done a triathlon?
I actually don't know.
Huh. All right. Well, yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
We don't have any comments to share.
No comments. Becca, Isabel's sister, told me the other day that she tried to leave a comment the other day, and it, for some reason, didn't let her on Spotify or something.
For some reason, didn't let her. How hard did she try?
I did ask her. Didn't sound like very hard, but hey, she wanted to.
She left a verbal comment.
She left a verbal comment. I asked her what was the comment, and she said she didn't remember. But it was something along the lines of, no, it was like along the lines of, I relate to this. This happened to me before or something. So she either related to me or she related to you, one or the other. But she tried to leave a comment.
Okay.
So we'll take that.
Thank you, Becca. If you are not able to leave an actual comment, please just tell Josiah what it is, and we'll share it.
We'll share it.
Yeah, leave a 5-star review too. Not necessarily Becca. She already left a 5-star review.
Did she?
I think she did.
Well, I don't know. Well, thanks, Becca, if you gave us a 5-star.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, everyone.